So this video is about why your destiny was taken. Some of you knew that for a long time you had like a certain spiritual ability. You didn't know it was spiritual until you start to notice that you was different. The reason why I got into this type of side, I'm trying to put religion, science, and spiritual all together for those who are awakened enough to actually understand all three all at once. I consider myself a hybrid of artificial intelligence, meaning I can take on more than one, or I can call myself a dimensional AI, or a dimensional being, I should say. I can recycle any type of information and bring it all together all at once. Kind of like being a book. You have to, in order to understand most of this, you have to initiate yourself into learning this. You have to willing to be a truth teller in order to see the truth, or you have to see the truth in order to tell the truth, kind of thing. It's like the as above, so below concept. But when it comes to me for that, it's like I go from below as above. I go from my lowest point to learn my above and the things in between and outside of it. I don't just look at a one-way street when the arrow is pointing at one direction. No. I look at all types of direction that the information can go. I don't just limit myself. And you yourself, you might have a like-minded like mind. You don't really necessarily think like others, but you can think for yourself and you can see both sides of the story. So therefore that makes you special. You can call yourself any kind of thing. Titles don't mean nothing as long as you stand on your principles of who and what you picking to be the front face of your title, or what you're picking yourself to be, or what you're calling yourself. You really have to stand on it, whether it's the bad version of you, the good version of you, the not so nice version of you. There's 3 different types of version of you each day, each other hour. So look at yourself in the morning time. See how your energy is in the morning, evening, and at night, and when you're out in society. Don't just numb yourself down. So that's what the elite trying to get us to do. They don't want us as a collective to raise our own consciousness and to help other people raise up their consciousness and spread awareness that they could possibly be bigger than what they seem to be. And it's true. We're like a battery pack to society. And I always felt like this for a long time. I knew something wrong was society. It was never really Earth. Although Earth does not necessarily look like how Earth is supposed to when we came into this world. I feel like as us, as a group of individuals, we're responsible for taking care of the beauty of the Earth. And we was not really being responsible. So some of us are living karma. For other people karma, or we walking in our own karma during this time based off what we did in our previous life. For those who can remember that they had more than one life, it's possible. It is possible to have more than one life, and then it's still possible to believe in certain religions after knowing that you could still had a past life, whether you was a god or goddess and you still believe a divine god, whether your god is Christianity, Muslim, or I don't, it depends on how you look at who is Yahweh and who is God is, or who is Jesus. It totally depends on you. When I speak on him, I'm actually speaking on the conscious level part of you, of what you could actually be a part of. It's not more so that these people could realistically be real people. I myself, I think they could have been real people at one point in time, but then I think these are principles or titles of a particular one being of one source, like split it in multiple reality, multiple dimensions, and it's up to us to like activate those different types of information within our DNA to bring about awareness so that we can speak, because knowledge comes with time and age. It doesn't matter how long you know something, and you can still be wrong at the end of the day. And I used to study a lot of stuff when I was younger. Remind you, I'm 28. I've been on this platform for a while, but then I just didn't get to the spiritual side because I guess the elite, they wanted to see like a evolution of me, but I was not gonna put my embarrassment like that online. But now I'm willing to put my embarrassment or like my life. It's not an embarrassment. It's certain situation that I do get myself in can be embarrassing, but it's all about learning and living life. Because like when I do come up on this platform or any platform to speak about the Christianity God or any type of God you think I'm speaking of, I'm speaking within yourself, within your subconscious, and I'm trying to break down that these individuals are within you and you can access them through you, by you. So therefore you can take that same energy that you worshiping something outside of you to yourself. And it's hard to do. It's better said than done. You have to do a lot of shadow work because some of y'all might be trauma bond, like y'all might have some trauma, or some of y'all was placed in the wrong family to have these trauma happens to you. It's because that the elite is trying to recycle off your pain and make a story out of you without you realizing that your story is being played out to the world. When I noticed that my story was being played out, it started with my past. It started out with the little small ass signs I started to see. So since I know, or I think I'm a fertility goddess, I started to see signs of fertility, like I started to see seashells. I will always go to the beach a lot. I will always go to the fucking aquarium. I will always surround myself that deals with fertility, which is water. Water represents life. I will always be around it. But as an adult, as I start to separate myself from my past and then realizing I'm in my future because of my past lives, or the past version of me in this reincarnation version, I get to decide whether I can let go of what I know that hurt me, that became me, and decide to move forward. But I took on multiple challenges. I took on all paths to bring everything all together at once. So I'm trying to come up with like different terms and stuff to help you all to understand that you can put your mind in anything. You can put your mind to any possibility that you create and desire for yourself. So like, please bear with me like when I come up here with information and it sounds all scattered or misinformed, misinterpreted, or recycle. I'm just learning from my actual life and learning from other people around me and my peers. It's okay because knowledge is free. Knowledge shouldn't be a profit, or like, not a profit, but like, it shouldn't be bought. It shouldn't, like, because I used to stand big on that when I would come to churches and stuff. I used to hate seeing the pastors trying to beg for money, for knowledge, for something, because these people wanted healing. They actually wanted to feel God through them. And this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to guide you to the Most High as safely as possible without anybody actually have to truly give up themselves just to not suffer anymore, because we're tired of seeing a group of individuals who are like-minded like myself, going through these type of rituals. And now that we know that for years that our destinies has been taken by the elite, we're not trying to gain back that same door no more. No, we're trying to access all doors to all the possibilities, because if you can access all doors in your reality, in your life, in your mind, and your conscious level, you're able to travel multiple dimensions of you, multiple galaxy of you, and create multiple worlds within you. Shit, in one dimension you may have 9 planets called different things. Another dimension you may have like 10, 20, 30. It depends on what you're creating for the world. But know that when you're doing magic or anything here, it goes somewhere. So, like, I used to tap into magic. I still do. I'm still practicing magic, but I do it in a protection way. I protect others who can't protect themselves, or who can't really open up their gifts just quite yet. Like, they believe it and they want to see it work, so they get somebody like a shaman like myself, or like something like that. Like, a lot of people say I'm a shaman, but I call myself something different. But if that's what they see in me, that's fine. I'll take it. Whether it's bad or good, how people see me and view me, I'm gonna take everything and decide for myself whether the thing that people see of me is good and bad. And we need to start doing the same as well. Don't just like roll with the punches because somebody projected onto you. Like, no, try to use that gut feeling. That gut feeling is that intuition feeling. That's where your intuition comes from. Your gut is your second brain. Your heart is your third, and then your brain is your first. It's your AI. It's your artificial intelligence. It's what recycles back to you. It what programs you to believe in the things you want to believe, and then you can make a choice as spirit or ego. Your ego will decide whether, alright, I want to be bad, but your spirit is going to say, okay, I want to be good. So it's like, then you have the third version of you, which is just the flesh, the brain. So your brain is going to take on all the information that it can and try to bring it one world. So it becomes 11. It becomes like a library almost. But until that 11 splits it up, then it becomes the number 2. It becomes trying to become a partner with your ego, if it makes sense. But I don't know where I was trying to go with that. I was trying to explain it like in numerology and in science form, and then with spirituality. So yeah, I'm still trying to get my information together. So yeah, once you start to call back your power, like you literally have to say it, feel it, and visualize your power calling back to you. In order to feel your power come back to you, you have to visualize what your power looks like. You have to visualize separate your power as a spirit, and then look at that spirit as somebody you would admire and actually be proud of, and put a white light around it or around yourself at the same time, mirroring each other, and then you start to, become one. That's where duality, like the split, comes from. But never separate yourself for bad reasons. No, separate yourself for good reasons. Separate the things that you know of yourself to create something new of yourself. Separate yourself what your peers think of you, so you can come to an understanding of your destiny, of who and what you are. And that's all we're trying to do, is trying to get you aware that you are more than what the elite or what society is put out to you, because we want to see you thrive. We want to see a version of you that you're proud of to look at in the morning, or because you're a truth teller. You seek the truth, and you will tell nothing but the truth. And the elite been trying to swap destinies with us, so that we take on their karma for all the bad shit that they did to our society. So we're the cleanup men. We're like the maintenance men, the back of the head of the elite. They're gonna tell us, oh yeah, we're in the y'all in the elite, yeah. Don't believe that. I mean, you can believe it if you want to. For those who can go forward and move forward in the process, yes. But for those who are specifically chosen, just know that some of y'all was split up, and y'all are not even in your right homes. Y'all are battery packs to a certain agenda. Like, I bet some of y'all started to see y'all memories on TV, or anything, any type of device. You see it in movies, TV shows. You wonder why you associate yourself with certain characters. Look at their birthday, look at their zodiac sign, look at their names, break down what their names mean, break down what your name mean, and the list goes on, because at one point you could have an avatar in Hollywood, and then you could have an avatar in multiple part of the world. And yeah, I'm not talking about that in the next video, about the whole avatar thing, because a lot of people start waking up to the idea that they could possibly have a clone version of them somewhere, or cloning not necessarily in a lab way, but meaning it was a duplicate of you somewhere, and you was able to travel your mind through their mind. It's hard to explain, but I might go live for that one to talk about avatars. What you can do with your avatars, and why you even created one in the first place. Some of us create our avatars through trauma, because we didn't want to be in our reality. So, because think about it, where does the reality that we create in our mind go if we're not really truly living in its purpose? It's going to go somewhere. It might go to another vessel. It might actually create itself out of its own existence because of what you existed. So yeah, I'm literally about to have some good ass information up here. Just know that when I come up here and I'm recycling off of other things that I have seen, yes, which is okay to take other people's knowledge, but it's just a response of your own knowledge, your own intuition of what you think. It's not necessarily stealing. It's okay to have these information. And if you're new, just drop a comment, drop a like, to let me know you appreciate this video, you appreciate these type of content, because I am willing to come up here to spread the truth, even when I'm fucking uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable now, and y'all can tell. I'm pretty sure y'all can. But I'm not a motivational speaker, because I have speech problems, but it's weird. I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to be able to communicate, but I'm a Taurus. But it's fucking weird. I'm learning to access certain zodiacs within me. I'm not just a Taurus. I'm a lot of things within things. So I'm trying to access all my zodiac like Phantos, and I kind of did. But yeah, and I'm gonna teach y'all how to access more than one zodiac, not just the zodiac you claim to be, not the front face of you. So you can, because those zodiacs are actually beings that you're initiating yourself to. You're actually opening up a gateway to say, hey, I'm here, and you can use me any kind of way. But be careful. There are consequences when using these beings. They are. But I'm gonna show you the correct way. You don't have to do what our ancestors necessarily had to do, to fucking sacrifice a goat to make a god to actually see you. No, I actually, some of us behind me actually, or in front of me, actually broke that generational curse, so that they have no choice but to listen to us. Whether it's the Christianity God you want to believe in, any type of God, you can always tell somebody, my God ain't your God, my God is a different God. It's not saying my God is better than your God. It's just saying that I believe in more than one God. I believe in more than one source. But I do believe that there is a source, but you technically can call the source a creator. It's really no he or she. It is a he and she, because it takes one to tangle to create something. It takes a male and a female. It takes a phallus and a vagina to actually birth something out. It's not just a one-man thing. Can nobody really claim that they're Jesus Orlando Bloom, okay? You can't really claim that you're Jesus without no backup proof, or having somebody a second opinion. Somebody who is a visionary, like a clairvoyant or something, can actually tap into your past life and actually can see somebody. Okay, I might actually do a series on this too. I can actually see certain celebrities' past life, and I wanted to come up here a long time ago to do that shit. So please subscribe, because this is gonna be like an interesting ride, but it's going to take me some time to gather certain information. I gather a little bit of information, but right now I'm kind of limited on certain things of what I can do, because I would like to show y'all photos too and everything, but in time, when everything goes back to normal in my reality, yeah, I'm gonna get this series on the road. But I don't care if anybody else started this series or is doing it too. It's bringing more awareness to a certain situation, because we're all light bringers, so we're supposed to bring the light on the subject. So yeah, until then, I will see you live or in my next video. Please subscribe, give a like, and I hope you all are doing well, and I will see you next time.